What is up, hooligans? Happy Freedom. Happy Freedom Friday. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate you guys being here. I had somewhere I had to be earlier, so I didn't have time to cover the White House press briefing that started at 12:30. Snuck up on us. I'm sure I didn't miss anything, though. Peter Ducey wasn't there. Jackie wasn't there, so why even show up? Why even go? They weren't going to tell us anything useful anyways. But what we are going to cover, at 3 p.m., the Orange Eagle will be on stage in California, or is expected to be on stage at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We are going to be covering that live everywhere except for YouTube because of the communist guidelines over on that platform. Of course, that'll be its own live, though. For this live, we're going to be starting off with a video titled Senator Dianne Feinstein, or whatever her name was, dead at 90. And I don't know how to feel about that, because I guess she did a lot of great things and she was a good person, but all I saw was someone that should have been in the old folks home. And so all day, on every post and video that I've come across, I've just mentioned that this is the only term limit for Congress, is when they kick the bucket. And it should be sooner than that, I think. Then we have a video titled Elon Musk wades into U.S. immigration debate. He went to go visit the border. I still don't know exactly what all that's going to do. We were talking about it yesterday. He was saying that he was going to visit the border. Well, he really did. I don't know what the outcome's going to be. But he did the thing. He's been there as much as Hyena Harris has. Just as much as old man Walter has. So maybe we should elect Elon. I don't know. He's already doing the same amount of work. Then we have a video titled, it's a Biden video, saying MAGA movement threatens American democracy. Come on, man. We're going to watch that nonsense. Then we'll be wrapping things up with a video titled Appeals Court Rebuffs Trump's Bid to Delay Fraud Trial. Just smear campaign for Trump. That's how it goes. Ain't nothing new. It's nothing new. I'm going to read through the chat really quick. Make sure everything's running smoothly. Then we'll go ahead and get her started. Oh, where does it start? Right here. Don Sparks, you were first today. What's up, Donna Sparks? What's up, Dan? What's up, Annette? What's up, Hair Juicer? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. I appreciate you guys being here. Let's see. Hair Juicer, she did lots of bad, and now Republicans have majority. See, I don't know. Everybody keeps saying she was like the first woman senator or something, and this happens every time somebody kicks the bucket. They just talk about all the great things that person did, as if that's all they ever did. So I don't know anything about it. She was an elected official for 50 years or something like that. And so, I don't know. All I know is Congress needs term limits. And it should be before they kick the bucket. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. So don't get all bent out of shape, because I ain't crying for Dianne Feinstein, whatever her name is. Okay? If you love that person, good for you. Okay? Don't get mad at me, because I only know her as the ghoul that was being wheeled into Congress. Anyways, what's up, everyone over on Rumble? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Astral Hammer? What's up, Pumpkin? What's up, Serum? What's up, Girth? What's up, Jeb? What's up, Baby Boomer? What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy Freedom. What's up, TJ? What's up, Josh? Appreciate you hooligans being here. What's up, Dawn? What's up, Trigger Crazy? Happy Freedom from Nazi Canada. Appreciate you being here, Trigger Crazy. What's up, Wayward Son? What's up, Crystal? What's up, Ruby? What's up, Zero? What's up, Beach Mama? Think I got everybody. Happy Freedom, you hooligans. Make sure you hit that like button. Get us on the front page. Oh, and I just remembered, Rumble sent me my check, because they do that once a month, and they sent me this. And I mean, it may not be much, okay? It may not be much, but it is more than I've ever gotten from YouTube ever in the last 4 years, and all 60,000 subscribers and all that stuff. Never sent me anything but strikes. Rumble's over here just sending me stickers, and I like that. I'm with that. Big shout out to Rumble, taking the initiative and give me a little recognition over here. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see what Odyssey's doing today. Oh, what's up, MG Toe? Happy Freedom. Appreciate you being here. I want to see if this is running or not. We were getting buffering and all kinds of other problems before. I can't tell. I gotta talk to their tech team. I was too busy yesterday. I didn't get a chance to do it. We'll get it figured out. What's up, everyone over on Kick? What's up, Dobroza? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Cat's Eye? Happy Freedom, you hooligans. What's up, everyone over on Twitch? What's up, Mr. Beansy Beans? What's up, Matt? What's up, K-Love? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Happy Freedom Friday. Keep forgetting it's Friday. Just a reminder, tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday, so we'll be live everywhere but YouTube. Just so you guys remember, just reminding you guys, Free Speech Saturday. No YouTube on Saturday. Let's see, let me get you this Rumble link. Let's see, Hooligans. Oh, if I could spell, it'd make my job a lot easier. I'll tell you that. Okay. I think we're good. What's up, Darth Maul? Happy freedom. Come on now. Oh, there we go. Everybody on YouTube, just go ahead and make your way over to Rumble. Pretty soon Rumble will be at the top of the food chain. What's up, Jerry? Happy freedom. What's up, Anthony? Appreciate you being here. Snooks Odyssey's froze. Yeah, see, I don't know what's going on with their deal. It was on my end for the longest time, but now it's on their end, and I don't know what's wrong. But we'll get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. Don't you worry. So we're going to be starting off with this first video titled Senator Dianne Feinstein Dead at 90. Let's see here. But first I want to remind you guys, go ahead and get you free the Orange Eagle t-shirt, tank tops, hoodies, coffee mugs, all that stuff. And if that's not your style, go ahead and get the Screaming Goat. I had to think about it. I always want to say Screaming Eagle. Screaming Goat, let everybody know you love freedom. These shirts are doing awesome. This is probably the best design we've ever had. So many people have sent me pictures and stuff while they're wearing the shirts, or send me messages saying that everywhere they go, people comment on these shirts, and I think that's really awesome. It's really awesome. Let's keep that going. I will post a link for the merch store in the chat while you guys are, enjoying this first video.
This is crossing right now. California Senator Dianne Feinstein has died. The age of 90, she was the oldest serving U.S. Senator and member of Congress. At the beginning of this year, she announced that she would retire from Congress at the end of 2024. After 3 decades in the Senate, over 50 years in public office, our condolences go to her family. Senator Dianne Feinstein has passed away at the age of 90 after more than 50 years in public service, 3 decades in the Senate. Dan Muser, we're all sending her family condolences. Your reaction, have you seen Dianne Feinstein anywhere recently, or has she been sick so much that she actually was not in the Senate for the past several weeks?
Yeah, I have not seen her personally. She was there voting some. It's certainly very sad. Our condolences go out to her family and her friends. Look, the lady put a lot in of service over the years, probably from a policy standpoint. I'm sure I didn't agree much.
Yes.
However, she was a strong woman. So it's a shame to hear. It's sad.
And she certainly was a public servant for so many years. Edward Lawrence is covering the story. Again, Senator Dianne Feinstein has died at the age of 90 years old after 50 years in public office.
Well, I don't know anything about her. All I know is that her niece or her kids or something a month or so ago got power of attorney because she was too old to take care of herself, but she was still making decisions for the country. She was still casting votes or something like that during those hearings and whatnot. We need term limits. That's what we need. We need term limits. I mean, I'm sorry she kicked the bucket. We're all going to kick the bucket one day. It's not about that. This video is about the fact that we need term limits. Like, who's next? Who's next? That's what I thought about starting off, is taking bets. Who do you think's next to kick the bucket before they step down as senator or congressman or whatever? Who do you think's next? Is it going to be Glitch McConnell? Is he going to be the next one to kick the bucket? These people should step down. Instead of like going from Congress to caskets, they need to have like some downtime. Like, why don't they want to retire? You can't take that money to the grave with you, contrary to what these people believe. It's not worth it. Why would you want to keep doing that? I mean, you know, it's fine to take pride in your work, especially when you're a public official and probably a lizard person. You don't want downtime? You don't want time to spend that money? To enjoy that money? To enjoy those benefits of being a politician and the special treatment you get? You just want to work until you die? I don't know. And if they're doing it, what kind of incentive is that for us? The average person at the average job, do you want to work till you die? Like, if they're working until they kick the bucket, there's no hope for us. There's no hope for us. Everybody in my age group, we all grew up being told we're not getting Social Security. Our retirement plan is figure out how to make $1 million before you die. That's the whole retirement plan right there. Figure it out before you die. That's it. There's no Social Security for us. It'll be gone. It'll be gone. So if senators are working until they kick the bucket, I don't know. Factory job ain't gonna do it. You're not gonna retire from it. This ain't, you know, the 80s and stuff like that. There's no pension or anything where I live. These factories here, they do not pay you pension or nothing like that. You could work at these factories for 35, 45 years, and they will just fire you over how you eat a bologna sandwich and kick you up out the door. You're not getting a severance package. You're not getting paid out. You're not, none of that. There's no retirement for you here. It is no good. It is no good. We need term limits for these old people. We do. An age limit. We need something. We need something. I feel like it's kind of a cobbled mess that we got up there as a government trying to manage all of us. What's up, Sam? Happy freedom. I'm going to read through the chat really quick before we move forward. Can't be hanging out too long. I was late today. But we got the Orange Eagle at 3. And that's a whole nother live I got to set up. So I got to watch the clock on this. Jeb, I'll probably be working until I die. But the joke's on them because I probably won't live too long. That's probably what they hope too, is that we just work until we die as a source of taxes. But like I keep saying, I think now that they're just printing their own money and they don't even... I feel like they're not concerned about money anymore. They're concerned about control right now. Which is why they're letting all the border crossers in. Because those people are not paying taxes. So other than stealing their children, what is the incentive of having them here? Well, they don't have rights. And they don't know what it's like to defend their rights. And we do. And we're not willing to just forfeit our rights. But if they replace us with them, they'll have a whole population of people that they will control. And those people won't even know any different. Because they weren't born here. They didn't grow up being told to stand up for their rights. They don't have rights here. So they're letting the sheep into the pen, hoping we die off. Then they'll have a whole country of people that they can control. Who won't even think any different. They'll just accept it. They'll just accept it. They'll be like, hey, this is the same government that gave us a pair of Jordans and a new iPhone when we got here. Well, they want to tell us what to do, but at least we don't have to pay taxes. We'll all be dead in the ground by then. What's up, Waylon? Happy freedom. What's up, Derby? What's up, Rappy? What's up, Destiny? What's up, Boosted Flames? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Flipping through the chats. I think ISC's dead in the water. I'm just going to pull the tab. DeRosa, it takes 40,000 years to count to 1 trillion. There is no way we can pay that national debt back. What is the national debt even for? Like, why not just print the dollars off? Send it that way. What's it going to do? How bad could it hurt us? Mr. Beansy Beans, I think it's pathetic that someone that was way over retirement age to continue working, and for what? Power, greed, and a huge ego. You're right, Mr. Beansy Beans. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate the bits. K-Love, all by design. It is. That's why they don't have term limits on Congress. So they can keep rolling these plans out. The president changes every 4 years, but he needs to get on board or he'll get kicked out. Look at Trump. They just treat him like he's a terrible person. It's because he ain't getting on board with what they got going on. They have an agenda and they're trying to roll it out. And they need, every 4 years, they need that president get on board with what they're doing. And that's it. Keeping things moving along. 100-year plans and stuff like that. We are right where they want us. What's up, F-Body Bill? Happy freedom. So we're going to move on to this next video. It's titled Elon Musk Wades into U.S. Immigration Debate. I don't know. I feel like if anything's going to get him killeried, it's going to be going to the border. If he brings enough attention to the border to the point where people start shutting it down or something, causes an actual uproar at the border, he might mysteriously have a heart attack or something like that, because old man Walter, he's not going to let you disturb his oncoming chain of children. He's not going to allow that. They need kids to sniff, and if Elon brings too much attention, they shut that down, he might just mysteriously have a heart attack. I think so. Let's get this started.
Obviously, Elon here. I'm at Eagle Pass, just arrived.
Billionaire Elon Musk waded into the U.S. immigration debate on Thursday. While paying a visit to the Texas border with Mexico to meet with local politicians and law enforcement, Musk, a native of South Africa, said he was trying to obtain what he called a, quote, unfiltered view of the situation. The visit came amid an upswing of arrivals of people seeking asylum in the United States in recent days.
As an immigrant to the United States, I'm extremely pro-immigrant, and I believe that we need a greatly expanded legal immigration system, and that we should let anyone in the country who is hardworking and honest and will be a contributor to the United States, we should have expedited legal approval for anyone who sort of falls in that category. But then by the same token, we should also not be allowing people in the country if they're breaking the law.
Thousands of migrants have recently arrived in northern Mexico by freight trains and on buses, then crossed the border into Texas, Arizona, and California. The sharp increase follows an earlier lull in unauthorized border crossings after President Joe Biden's administration implemented a new asylum policy aimed at discouraging such activity. Musk visited Eagle Pass, where the uptick in migrants wading across the Rio Grande past coils of razor wire has been particularly notable. He called for an expedited legal approval as part of a greatly expanded legal immigration system that welcomes, quote, hardworking and honest migrants.
You know, I think we want to do both things: smooth out legal immigration, and then stop sort of a flow of people that is of such magnitude that is actually leading to a collapse of social services. If we don't do something soon, we're just going to have, like I said, a collapse in social services, as we're already seeing in New York.
Well, I don't have to tell you that Elon's a smart person, but I was just thinking, we covered a video a week or two ago saying that Elon Musk is being sued by like the federal government or something like that because he's only willing to hire people who have citizenship. He's not willing to hire people that are not Americans as far as, you know, his recruitment here in America. So he's been sued by somebody. I want to say it's the federal government, but I can't quite remember. But they're saying it's discrimination, that he's not allowed to do that. He's not allowed to say you have to be a U.S. citizen to be an employee of mine. And now he's at the border and he's seeing what's going on here. And then, as he said, he's pro legal immigration and stuff because he legally migrated here from somewhere, Africa or somewhere. So, I don't know. I wonder if this has anything to do with that situation. Is he trying to get brownie points by going to the border and say, nah, I'm not biased against people who aren't from this country. I just want to make sure if you work for me that you are, you know, legally here. So I wonder if that's what this is, if this is some sort of ploy, because I've been trying to figure out, why is he going to the border? What is that going to do? Like, what is that going to do? And then it also kills me when I see people who were, because I went through the comments of that video, and there's people in the comments who are like, finally, somebody willing to go down there and show what's really happening at the border. Thank you, Elon Musk, blah, blah, blah. Like, what are you talking about? There's all kinds of live streamers that go down there. You know, First Responder Media has been down there. Oreo's been down there. There's been lots of live streamers down there showing what's actually happening at the border. What people don't get is that's the censorship. The reason you don't see that stuff is because of the censorship, which is why I'm shitting on YouTube as much as I can whenever I can. Because people just bitch about censorship when it happens to them, and then as soon as it happens to someone else, everybody just looks the other way. They only cry about it when it happens to them. They don't care if it happens to you. And then I see people like that who are like, oh, thanks, Elon, for showing us what's going on at the border. What are you talking about? There's live streamers that go down there for a week at a time to show what's going on a daily basis. You just can't see them because they're being censored. They don't have the same kind of range that Elon does where he can make a post and get 55 million views in an hour. It's not like that for us. And that stuff really bothers me because it affects me a lot. And, well, like Salty Cracker, he caught a strike for a video that he had deleted, and everybody was all up in arms. But that happened to me 6 months before it happened to him. But my voice isn't loud enough to carry to everyone to say, hey, wake up to what's happening here. And so nobody knows. And then it happened to him, and it's like, I could have saved him the heartache. You know, if he'd have heard me, he'd have known. If his viewers would have heard me, they would have known. If other live streamers could hear me, they would know. But they don't. So it happens to me. Then it happens to him. And then it happens to others because we're not loud enough. We're not able to reach enough people at a time. So like I was saying yesterday about Elon, hopefully there's enough eyes on Elon and he's pointing at the border like something's wrong here, that somebody actually does something and closes that border or something. People get upset or something because we need something to happen. That open border is not doing us any favors at all. Well, we're going to read through chat really quick before we move forward. I'm doing so much multitasking here. Sam, Elon's employees have to be vetted to work on the technology that he's manufacturing. The stuff is top secret. Yeah. The stuff that Elon's working on, if they make a mistake, somebody could die. Stuff's pretty serious. I don't know. We live in such a weird time right now where Elon's being sued by the federal government for only hiring people that are legal citizens of this country. But at the same time, San Francisco's hiring anybody to be police officers. You are not required to be a U.S. citizen to be a police officer in San Francisco right now. How are those two things happening at the same time? It's like, just, I don't know. We're living in clown world right now. Guess MJ, you're not salty enough. I guess. What's up, D-Cat? Happy freedom. D-Cat, it's just like the mainstream media doesn't show you the truth about EVs because it would go against the Democrats. The Democrats. Yeah. The Democrats' narrative. Yeah. Absolutely. I just seen a video where somebody brought one of those electric scooters in their house, and I don't know why they brought it in their house. I've never rode one of those goofy things. I don't know a whole lot about it. They either stole it, they owned it, they were charging it. I don't know what you guys do with those stupid scooters. They don't have them here. But it was sitting in their living room, and then it made a pop sound, and then it caught on fire and burned down their whole apartment. And I'm like, you're not safe with these electric devices, vehicles, whatever you want to call them, whether it's a Tesla or a motorized scooter. They're a death trap waiting to happen. Like, do these companies not care about being sued? Do they got protection like Big Pharma? Are they not able to be sued when they burn your house down? I'm not sure how it works. Eventually we'll devolve enough to where we can make punches great. You know, punches in the face will make them great again. I still think that's all we need, is straighten everybody out. If everybody was catching a punch in the face every time they stepped out of line instead of a slap on the wrist, a little stern talking to, you caught a punch in the face, you'd straighten up. You'd straighten up, and I think that's what we all need. We just need to take turns, one for one, until we get everybody gets a black eye, and once the last person gets the black eye, we'll go back to work, and we'll see if everybody's straightened out a little bit. I think it would fix everything. What's up, Matt? Happy Freedom Friday. Appreciate you being here. What's up, JT3? You're running late? I'm running late, too. We're all late today, but I appreciate you being here, JT3. Let's read through the chat really quick. Matthew Clown World. It is. It's upsetting. Sam, the damn Democrats. I know. It's the Democrakins. It's because they're monsters, that's why. You gotta be a monster to hurt kids. And that's what they do. Syrup Tree, National Punch Off, The Purge. See, we're fixing everything here. We should be in office right now. What is it? The National Punch Off. That's got a ring to it. It's almost like 4th of July. We should do it the day after the 4th of July. 4th of July, we'll celebrate our independence. July 5th, we'll celebrate our discipline. Everybody catches a punch in the face, and then we know where each other stands, and we're good to go. If you don't take your punch in the face, you have to leave the country. That's the deal. You got to leave the country. You're too scared to catch that punch in the face? You probably aren't strong enough to be an American. You should go that way. And I don't know. Well, we'll go from there. We'll work it out. Got to make those punches in the face great again. You hooligans crack me up. All right, we're going to move on to this next video. I feel like we're speeding through this. I'm so worried about time. This next video, it's old man Walter saying that MAGA movement threatens American democracy, or something along those lines. Come on, man. Let's get this nonsense started.
U.S. President.
I don't know. For someone whose kid, well, one kicked the bucket and the other one became a crackhead, I wouldn't take any advice from this guy. I'll tell you what.
U.S. President Joe Biden led off a fiery attack on Donald Trump Thursday, warning that his predecessor and his Make America Great Again, or MAGA movement, is a threat to American democracy. Biden chose to make the latest in a series of speeches about that risk and possibly offer a preview of his 2024 campaign at an event to honor the late Senator John McCain, a one-time prisoner of war who Trump at one point denounced as, quote, not a war hero.
And there's something dangerous happening in America now. There's an extremist movement that does not share the basic beliefs in our democracy. The MAGA movement. Not every Republican, not even a majority of Republicans agree with the MAGA extremist ideology. I know because I've been able to work with Republicans my whole career. But there's no question that today's Republican Party is driven and intimidated by MAGA Republican extremists.
Arizona is likely a battleground state in next year's presidential race, and Trump is Biden's likely opponent with a firm lead in recent polls. In his Thursday speech there, Biden drew attention to Trump's suggestions in recent weeks that the head of the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff should be killed and the Department of Justice defunded. Arizona was also key in Trump's efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election.
Democracy means rule of the people, not rule of monarchs, not rule of the money, not rule of the mighty. Regardless of party, that means respecting free and fair elections, accepting the outcome, win or lose. It means you can't love your country only when you win.
When asked about the president's speech, Trump's campaign responded, quote, the radical left Democrats, now led by crooked Joe Biden, are the greatest threat to democracy the United States of America has ever faced.
Just smear campaign. That's all it is, a smear campaign. Trump did it. Blame Trump for it. Trump's a bad guy. Come on, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. Every day. Just keeping it going. They can't explain to you how. They just want you to know he's a bad person because they said so. That's all you need to know, is they said so and that's why. You can't abuse us like you abuse your kids, oh Democrats. You can't do that. We won't take it. We won't take it. It sounds so stupid. And then they're quoting him. They're quoting the Orange Eagle, saying that he posted a truth post, whatever it's called, on his platform, saying that they need to off the general and do some other stuff. I've never heard that. I've never heard that. I got the notifications on when Trump speaks and stuff. I don't think I've ever came across a post where he was talking about killing someone. Pretty sure you can't do that. That is using an electronic device to make a threat, and that's actually a felony, at least it is here in Michigan, and you cannot do that. So if that's what he did, wouldn't you think he'd be indicted for that? They indict him for everything else. They wouldn't indict him for that? Doesn't make any sense to me. It's just smear campaign. That's all it is. Old man Walter up there mumbling some nonsense. I don't know. I can't trust anybody that supports that guy. If you can't see the old ghoul standing in front of you, you ain't living in the same world I'm living in. You can't carry the weight that I'm carrying. And I can't trust you. It's just the way it is. I can't write you off just for being a blue team. I have grace for everybody, but man, if you're trusting old man Walter, I can't trust you. It's just the way it is. What's up, Nana? Happy freedom. I'm gonna read through the chat really quick. See how, baby, they're trying to build a case for RICO because they don't have that now. Yeah. Well, I think he is getting charged with RICO charges, but they might actually get him on RICO charges just because RICO charges are organized crime, but you don't have to prove that it was organized crime. You just have to prove that you have control over other people or you have influence over other people. So if you're on a soccer team and somebody on the soccer team goes to jail, you're the head of the soccer team. You can be indicted on RICO charges because you're a part of the team of people where somebody committed a crime and they believe that it was organized. They don't even have to prove it. They don't even have to prove anything. They just have to be like, yeah, this person knows this person committed a crime, this guy's the boss. That's all they got to do. But I think if Trump puts that evidence up there in Georgia where they're talking about irregularities and stuff like that, I think that's what all eyes are going to be on. Way more than goofy RICO charges and stuff like that. They might be able to try and prove that because you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to have evidence. It's like conspiracy charges. I was talking about that yesterday. Conspiracy charges are thoughts. You have to prove thoughts didn't happen. How do you do that? Because you can't make people believe you. You can influence people, but you can't force them to think a certain way. You can't force them to believe anything. That's something that none of us have the power to do. Conspiracy charges are very much based on thoughts and feelings. So that's a tough one. Like that, the whole conspiracy thing is a tough one. And RICO charges are right up there with conspiracy charges. But I think he'll prevail. Matt, the thought police, yeah, that's what they are. Crystal, RICO charge the Bidens then if that's the case. Absolutely. That's what they should be doing right now. On top of doing the whole impeachment inquiry thing that isn't going to go anywhere, it's just hopium on TV, they should be hitting with RICO charges because that's totally what's going on there. He actually is doing RICO charges. That's why his son is like the setup guy. He starts the deals and does the negotiation, but then old man Walter shows up to close the deals. I used to be a part of a marketing team for music and artists going on tour, and I'd have to go find potential new artists, potential talent, call them, and then do sales with them. And then when they are accepting on the terms that I'm providing to them, I'd put them on the phone with my boss, and my boss would close the deal. And that's what old man Walter's doing, but they're doing it with corrupt money and politicians and foreign governments and things like that, which levels it up to organized crime. That's what it is. Like they talk about Hunter Biden being paid in diamonds and stuff like that because it's not taxed the same way as if it was cash. So instead of giving you $50,000 in cash or wire transferring, they'll just give you a diamond worth $50K and then you come back here and cash out. And that's what's going on because it's all corrupt business. You know, they think they're the mafia. Well, they kind of are. They kind of are. They got the FBI and everybody in their pocket right now. Nobody's calling them out. They're doing whatever they want. Rappy, are they not having the impeachment hearing today? I'm not sure. I haven't been paying a whole lot of attention to it. I know nothing's going to happen. If I thought for a moment something would happen, we'd cover it and stuff, but it's hopium. And I don't want to get everybody's hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up. Because at very best, say he does get impeached. Well, then we're stuck with Hyena Harris. Is that better? I don't think that's going to be any better. I mean, yeah, it'll be more funnier, and we probably will cover more of her speaking than old man Walter just to laugh at her and make fun of her. But it's not going to be better, so I don't even watch it. Pumpkin DOJ won't change Biden. We know that. Yep. Yeah, Snugs. She's not. Hyena Harris is not better. Trick Crazy, so tired of losing. I might join the alphabet. They're not taking you, bigot. I don't know if you know that or not, but they're not taking you, okay? Your brain works too well. They can't have that. They need you to be a carbon copy of what they believe in. You got to be a raging racist and a pedophile, and I don't believe you meet those qualifications. True or crazy? They're not going to let you in. They're not going to let you in the club. Just reading through the chat really quick. DeRosa, KJP, we had a deal. Yeah, she was... That's all she had to stand on. I can't remember if she was talking to Peter or who she was talking to. And everybody's like, so government's gonna close, you're blaming everybody else. She's like, no, it's not our fault, it's the Republicans' fault. Republicans did it, that's why the government's gonna close. And you guys are gonna lose your food stamps. You're gonna lose your food stamps. Don't let us close down, you'll lose your food stamps. I cannot believe how weak that looked when she was doing that. That's the only thing I wondered about today's press briefing, is did that get brought up again, and did she lose her marbles? Because that's all they said the last time we covered the press briefing. You guys are going to lose your food stamps was the name of the song and dance. Well, I'm not on food stamps. I'm a man, which means I'm not allowed to have any kind of support. I can't have any support in this state. I'm supposed to go outside and die in the street. So why do I care if the government gets shut down? And she's just like, extremist. You must be an extremist. Yeah. I don't know. So stupid. Trying to make us care about the government shutting down. We need a break anyways. We need a break. Go ahead and take that seat, government. We'll be fine. Let us figure it out. You come back when you're ready. Probably shouldn't send all that money to the blue and yellow country. You have a couple doll hairs to yourself. But you mess that up and you're not getting any more money out of us because we don't have it. We don't have it. We can't afford to eat or rent or anything. So yeah, a lot of us don't care, and that's all there is to it. We're going to move forward to this next video. This is our last video. It's titled Appeals Court Rebuffs Trump's Bid to Delay Fraud Trial. We're just ending with propaganda. Let's give us something to laugh at for Freedom Friday. I just want to remind you guys, for everybody that's here and wasn't here in the beginning, we are going to be covering the Orange Eagle live. It's supposed to be live in California. It's supposed to be on stage in 34 minutes. We're going to be covering it live everywhere except for YouTube because of YouTube's communist guidelines. And then, once again, tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday. So we'll be live everywhere, like normal, Coffee with Hooligans, except for YouTube. We will not be live on YouTube because YouTube does not support free speech. And Saturday is Free Speech Saturday.
Former US President Donald Trump lost his bid to delay his pending civil lawsuit for fraud in New York. That means he will most likely go to court on Monday, October 2nd, over claims he fraudulently overvalued his assets and properties, including his sprawling Mar-a-Lago estate, to get better terms on loans. A 5-judge panel on a New York appeals court on Thursday dismissed a motion Trump filed against trial judge Arthur Engoron in a lawsuit targeting the judge that sought to postpone the trial. Their rejection also came after Engoron ruled Trump was liable for fraud on Tuesday. The judge said there was conclusive evidence that Trump overstated his fortune by as much as $2.2 billion in his partial summary judgment for the case brought by New York Attorney General Letitia James. Trump's lawyers accused Engoron of ignoring a previous court order which, according to Trump, required gutting James' case because many of her claims were too old. But Engoron said on Tuesday he believed the previous ruling from an appeals court had little effect on the case itself. Letitia James has probed Trump for years. The state attorney general sued Trump last November, seeking at least $250 million in penalties, bans on some of Trump's children from running businesses in New York, and a commercial estate ban against Trump and the Trump Organization. Late Wednesday, the Attorney General's office disclosed lists of witnesses potentially numbering in the hundreds. Donald Trump and his adult sons appear on both lists, as do former Trump Organization CFO Alan Weisselberg and Controller Jeffrey McConney. The list also includes Trump's one-time personal lawyer and fixer Michael Cohen, and his daughter Ivanka Trump, who was previously dismissed as a defendant in June. Lawyers for Trump and other defendants did not respond to a request for comment, nor did the Attorney General's office. The New York civil fraud case is unrelated to 4 criminal indictments that Trump faces, including one for trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Trump has pleaded not guilty to all his legal woes and has called himself the victim of a Democratic witch hunt.
Well, just continuing on with the smear campaign, they can say whatever they want, but people who put in their faith in Trump, that's not going to change. It's not going to change. Doesn't matter to us. Doesn't matter to us. I don't even know why they put that on TV. What does it matter to us? He lied about the size of his penthouse and this, that, and the other. It just sounds like they're mad that they don't have one. That's all it sounds like to me. I don't know. They can't make him look bad, and then putting his hot daughter on the screen ain't doing them any favors either. So, I don't know. And a lot of people say that after Trump's gone, that MAGA's not necessarily gone because his son might run and things like that. So we got generations of Trump possibly, and that's exciting to be around to see. Who knows? Who knows how things will go? I highly doubt they're actually going to get him on anything, though. If they really had something solid, he wouldn't have 91 charges stacked against him. They ain't throwing that much shit against the wall because they got something that's going to stick. Like, they don't realize how pathetic they look doing this stuff. It just doesn't make any sense. Old Man Walter, well, like that video. The video, not the one we just covered, but the one before, having Old Man Walter standing on stage talking about how MAGA is so dangerous and this, that, and the other. They referred to that situation as expecting Trump to be Old Man Walter's opponent during the presidential election. You mean that Old Man Walter might potentially be Trump's opponent? Trump's leading. He's leading the poll. He's running campaigns. When was the last time Old Man Walter ran a campaign? He's out here visiting people. He's not campaigning. He's doing jobs that are lined up because he's in the office. These are not rallies for him and his campaign to raise awareness that he's running again for 2024. The wording of everything is so manipulated and on purpose, but nothing they say is factual. Nothing they say actually holds any kind of weight. Nothing they say actually resonates with any of us as real Americans. They're just barking at us and hoping that we retain what they say and repeat it on the internet to other soft and stupid people. But we're not listening. We're not listening. We watch propaganda just to laugh at it. We're not consuming that nonsense. We know what's really going on here. They're just a bunch of assholes. That's all that's really going on here. I don't know. They can say whatever they want about Trump. I'm still voting for him, so it is what it is. They can be mad and die that way. It's fine. It's fine with me. It's fine. True or crazy, I am bi. If I can't get it, I buy it. Hold up, buddy. You can't just come here and say stuff like that. Say Canada. You can't pay for it over here. Hold on, buddy. True or crazy, you crack me up. Crack me up. Let's read through the chat really quick. Derby, he's kicking Joe's ass. He is. Trump is leading the polls. They can say whatever they want about 2020, but the polls, for being manipulated, they're still in Trump's favor, even on the fake news. So they can say what they want about 2020, but I ain't believing it. Let's read through the chat. What's up, Melissa? Happy freedom. And no food stamps here either. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like, when I'm talking about that stuff, I'm not hating on people for needing help. People need help, and I'm glad you have access to it. But the government's always telling you that you need help, and I don't like that. The government's always pretending that what they're giving you is a helping hand and not some sort of contract where they can come and have their way with you if they decide it, because that's what it really is. When you start for food stamps and stuff, you're saying you'll never have wealth, and if you ever do, they'll come take it from you. You've agreed to it. And you may not even realize that because you're in the middle of needing help and you're being manipulated and targeted and preyed upon by the government because you're in a situation that needs help. Now that that's going on and you're established and you're getting the help you receive, well, the government's short a couple doll hairs, and now they're threatening to take away your benefits because of that. That's control. That's socialism turning into communism in just small steps and in theory right there. That's what you're watching happen. You're watching socialism. That's the doorway in which you make it out to communism. And they're threatening communism on us. They're saying we'll control your money because you get it from us. That's why I don't believe in none of that stuff. And again, that has nothing to do with needing help. People need help, and I'm glad you have access to it. But the fact that the government speaks that way so openly to say, yeah, all these people that we help out, you'll be the first to go if we get short a couple doll hairs around here. That's a pretty bold statement from a government that's sending all of our money overseas without asking us about it. How does that benefit us? The reason we pay taxes is to keep this country running here. Keep our roads and health supplies and the borders protected and the military, like stuff that keeps us healthy, happy, and safe is what those taxes are supposed to go towards. Paying for farmers and random stuff out in the blue and yellow country, how does that help us? How does that make America better? It doesn't. It doesn't. And now you want to come on TV and tell people who are getting help from you that you'll be the first to go if they get short a couple bucks. If they have to shut down, you'll be the first to go, the people that need help. That's wrong. That is wrong to hold that over someone's head like that. Like we have the control. Like we have the control. Oh, okay, let us shuffle off a couple bucks for you, buddy. We'll get you set. We don't want you to shut down, Mr. Government. No, we will be fine. We will be fine. Go ahead, shut down those programs. Churches will still have food. Food pantries will still provide. Your friends and family will still care for you. We all have each other because we're all in this together. And the more they want to say that kind of stuff and they want to shut down, go ahead, shut down. We want people to wake up. We are in this together. We don't need the government like that. They were never supposed to become what they are right now. They're supposed to just keep the wheels running. Not tell us what we're going to do. Not threaten us. Over here letting strangers into the border want to talk about letting us starve. Fuck you. Well, we're just reading through the chat really quick. That is all the coffee I had for you hooligans today. We ran through it pretty quickly. A little less than an hour. And we're going to hang out for a second and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance and we'll wrap things up. We will be live 3 p.m. Eastern time, sometime around 3, whenever the Orange Eagle gets on stage. And we'll be showing it everywhere but YouTube. So be prepared. Melissa Chapstick pointing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how you know I'm serious. Flip my chapstick right here in front of all you hooligans on a Friday. You ain't even got to pay extra for it. What's up, Moose Girl? Happy freedom. Melissa, author Mark Twain once said, I have never wished a man dead, but I have read some obituaries with great pleasure. I like that. I like that. I don't know. I'm kind of big on that, on what you wish on people, because that's how I interpret the Bible. The difference between cussing and cursing is the intention. Is in the intention. So a lot of people believe in God, believe you can't swear because they think swearing is cursing. But it's not. The Bible's talking about witchcraft. Cursing is to wish something on someone, to be an action towards someone. But if you hit your thumb with a hammer and you're like, fuck, nah, you're not going to hell for that. I don't believe so. That's my belief. It's when you direct that at somebody, you are cursing someone. And I think that's what God kind of frowns upon. That's just my 2 cents on it. It's my relationship with God. You have your relationship with God or you don't. It's between me and God. Just sharing what I believe. Rappy. You know he means business when he points the chapstick. I'm saying, you guys are lucky it's not a laser pointer. You could have gone blind, okay? Looking out for you. Zero, that's true. I don't curse, but I do cuss. Me too. DCAT, I'm with you. I am with you. DeRosa or Paul Pelosi gets hit with a hammer, then he moans really loud. Do I have the moan? Hold on. Let me see if I got it. He sounds like this. Little lettuce fingers there. All right. Looks like everyone is good to go. So we're going to do Pledge of Allegiance. First, I'm going to drop this Linktree link for you hooligans. Actually, I'm going to drop two links. I created a new page on the website, and I would really appreciate it if you guys would go check it out. I made some review pages because I would love to hear feedback from you hooligans. And it's very difficult for me to sit here live and read every single comment, especially when I'm live in 6 or 7 places at once. So here in a second, I'm going to give you a second link. But this first link is for the Linktree. So you have access to all the platforms that we go live on. When we're live in 20 minutes showing the orange eagle, you'll be able to dig through the top 5 or 6 links. Go check out everywhere where we're live, because we're not going to be live on YouTube. So if you're a YouTube viewer, check them all out. Find a place that you're comfortable with. We'll be live on Twitch, Kick, Odyssey. We're going to try with Odyssey. Odyssey's having issues, but we're going to try with Odyssey. We'll be live on Rumble and jeffmaclive.com. Check them all out. Figure out which one you're most comfortable on, because that's where we are every time we're not live on YouTube. And every day, there's more and more reasons to not be live on YouTube. Also on that link tree, you can find links to make donations if you would like to support the live. You can also find links to join membership programs if you would like to support that way and also get some benefits out of it and get a cool badge near your name depending on what platform you're on. You can also do that. You can find both merch stores. One will have shirts like the one I'm wearing. This is the Bars and Stars Hooligan shirt that we did for 4th of July 2 years ago. We have lots of designs on there. The other merch store has patches, hats, flags. The hats are awesome. I don't know why we don't sell more hats. They're awesome. They're actual flex fit hats, and it's all embroidered or whatever, and it's awesome. It's awesome. I got a hat over here. I'll put it on the desk so next time we're live I can show it to you guys. You can find all of that on the merch store. What I ask though is that you guys actually go join Gilded. Gilded is free and is the best way to receive notifications for when and where we go live. The hooligans are there 24/7 keeping the conversation going, and we have a news board on there to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So please go join Gilded. It is absolutely worthwhile. Now I'm going to grab these second links here. And I ask that as many of you as possible go fill out a survey for me, because I would love to hear feedback from you guys. So I made 2 surveys. I'm going to post one to all of you guys. All of you hooligans that are on the website, you can check out the second one. But this one that I'm going to post in the chat is a very quick survey to catch some feedback on what you think would improve Coffee with Hooligans. I get little bits of feedback here and there from you guys, but I would love like a detailed message from any of you to hear your thoughts on things you like about the show, things you don't like about the show, and any suggestions to make improvements. I think things are going fine, but I would love to hear from you guys. So I created these pages, and I just posted in all the chats so you guys can give me honest feedback, and you can be anonymous if you want to. You don't have to give your name and email, but it would help improve things. For all of you hooligans that are over on the website already, if you go to the contact page, I can't put links in the chat yet because I haven't paid for that pro version of the chat. But if you go to the contact page, you scroll all the way down to the bottom, it says website feedback form. If you could click that and give me any kind of feedback about the website, I would really appreciate it. This is a chance for you guys to really reach out to me and really directly affect the show. Like I said, everything it's going fine. It's going great. And I really appreciate all the support from you hooligans. But hearing your guys' opinion would mean a lot to me. Anyways, that's enough about that. It's time for the Pledge of Allegiance. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ooh, about to knock the whole table over. It was like a John Cena moment. I'm about to flip this whole table. Anyways, we did the thing. I have to start getting this next live ready. Like I said, we're going to be live in about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, because we wait till Trump gets on stage. I don't like sitting there hearing Right Side Broadcast say the same thing over and over again. I know it's their job, and they do a great job. I'm not hating on them. I just don't want to hear the nonsense. So we wait for the Orange Eagle to get on stage. As soon as he steps foot on the stairway, I kick off the live. And so if we're not live right at 3, that's why. We'll be live everywhere except for YouTube. And then 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we will be gaming it up. If you're a part of Kick, jeffmaclive.com, or if you're subscribed to Jeff Mac Gaming over on YouTube, you can watch the game from 6 to 8, just a couple hours to have some fun and forget the problems around us. Escape a little mini vacation, if you will. You're welcome to join us over there. Tomorrow is Free Speech Saturday, so we will have Coffee with Hooligans as usual at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. But we will be live everywhere except for YouTube. They do not respect our right to free speech. Fuck them. Okay? So all of you hooligans that watch on YouTube, please come over to Rumble, Twitch, Kick. Odyssey is kind of struggling, but they're still there. Or jeffmaclive.com so you can watch Coffee with Hooligans on Saturdays. Well, I think that's everything. I think we covered everything. I showed you guys my cool sticker. Once again, Rumble sent me a sticker. And I didn't have to pay for it or nothing. They sent me a check and they sent me a sticker, and I'm a pretty happy hooligan sitting here. I'm going to read through the chat really quick. Make sure you guys are all good to go. I will see you guys later. Snooks, get Jeff Mack a case for his chapsticks. That's a great idea. Just chapsticking it up over here. I got 5 more over there. I literally have probably 30 or 40 chapsticks going right now. I'm about that life. I'm about that life. Astral Hammer, if no one likes Right Side Broadcasting's fluff, is it really a good job that they're doing? I mean, some people probably like it. There's a psychological reason that reporters do that they just keep going and going and going and going and going, because you won't walk away until they stop. But if they never stop, you'll never walk away. So it's like when you're watching your favorite TV show 30 years ago, you're sitting there watching TV and the commercial comes on, and all of a sudden you realize you got to pee. You didn't even know you had to pee. You were just sitting there kind of like doing this, and then the commercial comes on, and you're like, oh man, I got to pee. You get up and walk away. You weren't willing to walk away till the commercial happened. And this is a psychological effect. Right Side Broadcasting takes advantage of that, and they just keep talking and talking and talking and talking, because you ain't going to walk away until they're done, and they're never done. They are never done talking. So they're doing their job. That's their job, is to keep you watching. Let's see. Let's read through the chat really quick. I don't want to miss anyone. Declassified Crocs. I don't think they actually disclosed how Feinstein kicked the bucket. I don't know. I don't know if it was from the jab or anything like that. She was 90. I mean, it could have been anything. It could have just been windy that day. And I mean, I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody, windy or not. But at 90, it could have been anything. Dabocletus, shop smart, shop Jeff Mac Mart. If we got the funds, we would battle against Walmart, and all of our stuff would be American made. Walmart, there's some tyrants. Anyways, that's that. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and run us out of time and stuff. I gotta get this live ready. We're gonna be live in like 12 minutes. So hopefully I see you hooligans there. If not, hopefully I see you gaming. If not, hopefully I see you tomorrow for Free Speech Saturday. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership program, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate you hooligans, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you so much for all your support. I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright. And that's a wrap.
Jeff